Welcome everybody to the Darknet Router Games channel here on YouTube. Of course, today we're going to do a little bit of Amico talk, and I'm probably going to more than likely criticize a little bit about the Amico, the delay, and also about the gift we recently received in an email. So to start out with the criticizing, the system has been delayed 3 times already. I mean, by all means, I do still support Tommy and his team for what they're, trying to get out. I know what their vision is for this system. I know it's a little bit hard to try to get stuff done right now during this time that we're living in, but you do have to have a little bit of criticism towards this. And the thing about it is I've been hearing people talk about that they're trying to get funding for the system, and the problem with this is, in my opinion, is I don't know if they've lost any pre-orders, like people that's already invested in this, and have left, but the thing about funding is, the question is, who's gonna actually want to continue funding at this point, but there's probably a lot of people out there that'll still help them out. But if you lost any people that pre-ordered the system, the question is, how do you get them back on board? How do you get them to want to invest in this console? But that's that part. But like I said in my last video about the Amico, I talked about the potential. I heard some people saying, they'll be able to, we're gonna have like a soft launch or whatever. But there is some news about that just came out of Gamescom, and they were mentioning about a soft launch. They're wanting to do a soft launch and try to get as many pre-orders out by the end of this year. But the thing about it is my question is, if you try to get a bunch of them out by the end of this year, when do you start fulfilling these orders and starts packaging these up and start sending them out to people? And the thing is, when do you end the pre-orders, sending it out to people? I think by all means you need to try to get these pre-orders out to everybody by at least maybe March or at least before April of next year. I think would be the right thing to do, if you can try to get them all out by then. So therefore you can start doing something I think would be interesting for them to do, is that use the pre-order people, the people that backed in and pre-ordered this system, use them as people that will give you feedback for, if you're releasing an update for the system, if there's any bug issues, any problem with the software update, you can get the feedback from the people and that pre-ordered, so it would help the possibility of when they do actually have a full launch release, that it will be a successful one. Like I said in my last video, I talked about, it could be a good thing. But they also showed off some of the physical game boxes again, and they said there's gonna be 3 items in each box. So my thing is, you're gonna have that little card that you get in them that you scan to unlock your game that you purchased physically. And of course, the 2 other items I'm going to say is probably a manual and a poster, at least, with that. But they were talking about the 8 games that are physical. They're going to be released at launch. But the question is, if you do a soft launch, are you going to release these then, or are we talking about when you do a complete global launch of the system? Is that when you're going to post or release the physical games? But we all don't know. It's a question mark, pretty much. We don't know if they're going to release the systems out to everybody who pre-ordered first, we don't know nothing really. But could they very well do this? Yes. I mean, they were talking about it at Gamescom. There is a possibility they could really do this. Is it a good idea? Yes, I think it's a wonderful idea. I think they should try to get out all the pre-orders, you know, try to get them, as many as of them out by the end of this year, and at least try to get them all out before April. I think would be a perfect timing for them to try to get them all out by of next year. So, and moving on to my little criticize about the gift. I mean, the digital music is okay. I don't see it really being a problem, but I think they at least should have had like some type of physical item that they could have sent everybody, you know, like Amico shirts, or, you know, Amico hat, or something with Amico involved. Or I think they should have did like a lithograph or something and had the whole team sign it and send it out to everybody. That would have been cool. I think that would have really worked. But, you know, we got what we got, but, you know, I can't really say any more about it. But yeah, you know, I can understand where there's a lot of people that are upset. I understand that, you know, with delays, it happens, but how many delays do you go until it's a little too much? You know what I mean? So I realize that there's probably a lot of people that are upset about this, and I understand. It does suck that it was delayed, but I think it's going to get better. I really do think they're going to start trying to get the pre-orders out as soon as they can moving forward, but we'll have to see what'll happen. We still got a few more months until it's the end of the year pretty much, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to hit that like button. Also subscribe, it means a lot to this channel. And hit the bell notification to be notified when I post any content here on the channel. And with that being said, take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.